Stop what you're doing for a moment. Look at the screen in front of you. Feel the chair beneath you. Notice the light moving outside your window. Now ask yourself honestly, how certain are you that all of this truly exists? This isn't just a philosophical question. It's a challenge raised by modern physics itself. Quantum mechanics, the very foundation of modern science, suggests something deeply unsettling. Reality may not exist continuously. It only takes shape when we observe it. Welcome to ScienBeyond. Today we're going to step beyond common sense and explore a possibility stranger than science fiction. What if the world we experience isn't as solid as we believe? What if time itself isn't what we think it is? Chapter 1. A Journey to the Year 3906. In 1921, something extraordinary supposedly happened. A man fell into a coma and claimed he awakened nearly 2,000 years in the future, in the year 3906. This isn't a science fiction story, nor a myth or legend. The man was Paul Amadeus Dienach, a language teacher born in Zurich in 1889. While teaching in Switzerland at age 32, he suddenly collapsed and was hospitalized. Doctors diagnosed him with encephalitis lethargica, a severe brain inflammation. He remained in a coma for almost a full year. But after he woke up, he began recording something extraordinary. He claimed that during his coma, his consciousness had somehow entered the body of a man living in the year 3906, a man named Andrew Northam. According to Dienach, Andrew had been involved in a serious car accident and experienced about 15 minutes of clinical death. During that brief gap in consciousness, Dienach believed his own awareness somehow occupied Andrew's body. There were no machines, no time tunnels, no futuristic technology, just consciousness. Living in this future world wasn't easy, because although he occupied Andrew's body, he had none of Andrew's memories. He avoided deep conversations with Andrew's family and colleagues, afraid of exposing himself. Andrew's wife even noticed his personality had changed drastically. He blamed it on the accident. Slowly, however, Dienach realized he was witnessing a future civilization. The cities he described were surprisingly quiet. Instead of crowded concrete jungles, they resembled vast garden-like environments. Buildings floated in the air. Beneath the cities were ecological layers. Above them were dedicated air corridors for transportation. People traveled using devices called linsons, floating anti-gravity vehicles. There were also massive transport ships known as Dainers, moving between the sky and underground networks. Even more remarkable, Earth had no nations anymore, no borders. Humanity had formed a single unified civilization, a true planetary society. According to Dienach's writings, before this unity emerged, humanity had experienced devastating nuclear wars. After those conflicts, global governance shifted toward a system led primarily by scientists. A group known as the Evolvers, individuals with highly advanced perception, guided civilization's development. In this future society, there was no poverty. Resources were distributed through a global network. People simply requested what they needed: food, clothing, materials, and automated systems delivered them. Most labor was performed by robots and artificial intelligence. Through genetic technology, human lifespans had dramatically increased. Diseases could often be cured through advanced energy-based therapies. Even more astonishing, people could directly perceive higher dimensions and access what Dienach described as a universal information field. Some individuals could even sense short-term future events. He also claimed that humanity had established contact with extraterrestrial civilizations. Communication occurred through quantum entanglement, allowing instantaneous information exchange across vast distances. Interestingly, early experiments with quantum entanglement had already begun in our own era. In 2017, Chinese scientists successfully transmitted entangled quantum information across 1,200 kilometers. If such technologies continue to advance, interstellar communication might one day become possible. Dienach also wrote about attempts to colonize Mars. According to his timeline, the project ultimately failed due to catastrophic natural events in the 21st century. Afterward, humanity stopped trying to physically colonize other planets. Instead, they developed something called consciousness exploration. Rather than sending spacecraft, humans projected their consciousness into alien life forms to explore distant worlds. In other words, the same thing Dienach believed had happened to him. Whether his experience was real or not remains deeply controversial. But it raises an unsettling question. What if time isn't as fixed as we think? Let's keep going. Chapter 2. When Dreams Reveal the Future. In 1979, a man in Ohio named David Booth began experiencing a terrifying dream. Night after night, the exact same dream repeated. He stood near an airport runway. A DC-10 passenger plane slowly lifted into the air. Then suddenly, without warning, the aircraft's tail section tore apart. Fuel burst from the engines. The plane exploded mid-air. He could hear screaming passengers, metal tearing, fire roaring. The dream was so vivid that he could even smell burning fuel and hot metal. He eventually reported the dream to authorities. No one took him seriously. But just days later, on May 25, 1979, tragedy struck. American Airlines Flight 191 crashed shortly after takeoff from Chicago's O'Hare Airport. The aircraft model? A DC-10, exactly like the one in his dream. The left engine detached during takeoff, destroying hydraulic systems and causing the aircraft to lose control. Within seconds, the plane crashed. All 271 people on board were killed. 2 people on the ground also died. Investigators later confirmed that Booth had reported the dream before the crash occurred. Even more disturbing, the details in his drawings matched the aircraft's markings. Psychological studies suggest experiences like this are not entirely rare. Some researchers estimate that around 16% of people report having dreams that later resemble real events. Could dreams sometimes access information beyond our normal perception of time? Some scientists have proposed that dreaming might allow consciousness to momentarily detach from linear time. If that's true, then what we call the future might already exist somewhere in the structure of reality. Chapter 3. What if time is just an illusion? Physicist Julian Barbour once proposed a radical idea. He suggested that the universe is not moving through time at all. Instead, reality consists of countless independent moments, what he called nows. Each now is a complete universe. There is no flowing timeline connecting them. Our consciousness simply moves through these snapshots, like flipping through photographs in an album. Right now, you feel like a single person living one continuous life. But in this framework, other versions of you might exist simultaneously. The 5-year-old you, the 20-year-old you, the 80-year-old you, all existing in different nows, even the future moments you haven't experienced yet. They may already exist, waiting. So why do we experience life in sequence? Some researchers suggest the answer lies in consciousness itself. Perhaps time doesn't move us forward. Perhaps our awareness simply chooses which moment to experience next. Think of it like reading a book. The entire story already exists from beginning to end, but you choose to read it page by page. Not because the story is unfolding, but because that's the easiest way to understand it. So maybe time isn't flowing at all. Maybe we are simply experiencing one moment at a time. Tonight's story doesn't offer a final answer, because when we ask, what is time, we might also be asking a deeper question: what is consciousness? And perhaps we ourselves are part of the mystery. If you've ever experienced strange coincidences, prophetic dreams, or moments where time felt distorted, share your story in the comments. You're not alone in wondering about these things. This is ScienBeyond, and on the journey to understand the unknown, none of us are alone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.